So we've got the wheel arches put in, we've now added the wheel axles, so surely now you think we'd be ready to add the wheels, but not just yet. I'm not going to make it that easy for you. What we're going to do now is we're actually going to add a pipe using the Create Forms tool. So in terms of creating another form, you can go back to the Create menu and create another form. Or if you decide you want to add it to the existing one, you can go to your timeline, right click, and just go to Edit. You can go back into that Forms environment. But because we've already added so many bodies and edited this slightly more, for now, we're just going to go with Create Form. First thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to create a sketch. This is just going to be our reference point for the suspension arms. Click on the end of this wheel axle. We're going to go to Create and select the Spline tool. I'm going to go with a nice fit point spline. I'm going to add that first point to the center of that wheel axle. I'm just going to drag it down slightly. And just make almost like a wonky S. Click the tick. Finish that sketch off. And we can now use this as a reference guide for our pipe. To find pipe, go to Create and select pipe just there. For this, all we have to do is select our guide, and then we just have to choose upon a diameter. Again, feel free to play around, see what fits you, see what suits your design. I'm just going to go with about 120. So that's about the size that I had my wheel axle. From here, we can get this to be a curved display or just a box display. I want to keep that nice organic shape, so I'm just going to go with that curve. And what's important with this is I do want this to be a closed shape, so I'm just going to go to End Types, and I'm going to go for a nice square box at the end, just to close that off. Click OK once you're done, and as this is in Forms, you can still go to Modify, and you can play around with that pipe just before you finish it off. Click Finish Form once you're done, and it's going to add that nice sort of stilt suspension arm looking thing to our model.